Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I wonder when that's going to get old. I hope never. And today, we are going to continue on construction of the... I need to name this. This is the Guano Wheat Farm. How about... I need to name that place over there. But yeah, we're going to... continue construction on this connection. That's what I would call it. It's the blank connector. The guano connector? Guano connector. That doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, we're going to continue to work on this. However, I've decided that that I am going to take some suggestions from chat about the days since last workplace incident counter. I'm not gonna go full Monty on it. Some people were suggesting no fall damage. Any fall damage makes this go back to 0. I don't think that works. I worked a retail job that involved me moving heavy objects, lumber, building materials, and such for 10 years. I bet you out of the thousands of days that I worked there, I hurt myself to the point of, stringing off explosives at least half of those days. But in that time, I only ever filed 3 that I can remember actual incident reports, because that's just how it is. Like, you don't report every time you smash your board between 2 hands, or wait. You don't report every time you smash your hand between 2 boards. Smash a board between 2 hands. I just clap it. But yeah, there's certain incidents that you would. So here's what I'm gonna do. If I have any injury that causes more than 2 hearts, 2 hearts of damage, 2.5 hearts, that's an incident. But 2 hearts and over are going to be an incident. So I'm gonna reset this to 0, because we most certainly had some of those yesterday. So that means no fall damage more than 2, no mob attacks more than 2, no drowning more than 2, anything like that. And that should be a fun little minigame for us as we do our construction over here. And since we are doing a project that it involves some heights, I don't see it going well this week, but we'll see. Maybe it'll take me some time to get into the groove of that. And hey, maybe it will fine-tune my ability to not take fall damage, and I'll do good in some future UHC somewhere down the line. Cool? Cool. I have gotten a bunch of this orange concrete powder because I want scaffolding material to do this, and honestly, I made a ton of this orange concrete powder and I didn't have any use for it. So that's why I'm using it. Let's hope that it's safe enough that I can get up here and start putting in my iron bars. Let me have a full stack on me. And let's try to do these connectors, because that's going to be the next thing I want to do. I want to connect it all the way over. Let's get the ironworks done first, and then the road deck, and then we'll do the railing, because that seems to be the most realistic approach to it. Alright. Click. Alright. I feel very nervous now. But yeah, I do like the idea of this little mini challenge dealio. And maybe if I do enjoy it enough, I didn't even... This is I'm just brainstorming now. I didn't even think about any ramifications of this. But what if... Hold on, I gotta figure out the pattern here. It's here, yeah. What if, for every day that I don't have an incident, as we count up, I'm formulating this in my brain as I'm talking, so bear with me here. How about every total that we make before we reset to 0, I'll make that total donation to Kurt's Farlands or Bust direct relief campaign. I haven't done one of those in forever, and I totally want to. So let's do it. I'm going to make that claim right here, right now. For every For every... Oh, cool, it did work. Day that I go without an incident is basically $1 going to direct relief for the Far Lands of Bust initiative. Cool, I like it. I've really been searching for something like that recently, because I'm not currently doing the iRacing stuff, and I really honestly stopped doing the charity challenge with that stuff because it was adding too much stress to iRacing, and that's the last thing I needed with iRacing. How did I do that over there? How was I handling that? Did I connect or not? I want to go check that, actually, because I am not sure right now. I really don't want to fall here either. I think it just did the little knobby thing. I don't think it did connect. That's how I'm going to do it, and hope that that was right. I also need to sleep off the night, and we'll go check this out. So that could get, I mean, it could take a while depending on how good I am. Yeah, it doesn't connect. How good I am at it. Or it could be a bunch of $1 donations, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. I'm glad I thought of that. Let's go sleep off this night and continue work in the morning. And I desperately need a drink because I got a terrible frog in my throat. TMI? Probably TMI. Oh, so much better. So much better. I feel refreshed. Okay. Oh, that's looking really cool. Looking really cool. I am very happy with this. Stairs. I need to make some materials. I am low on building materials for this project. So am I gonna do... Yeah, let's continue this all the way. All the way, man. Yeah. Let's never say that again. Let's do the iron bars all the way over, because I might need more of these, and I hope I have enough iron for this project, because I don't really feel like going to mine for more iron right now. But yeah, I really have been hunting for something to do for a themed donation tracker. And I think that's a very... It's a fun way to keep you motivated to keep you know, trying to help out your favorite charity drive or initiative. I wish I could give more. That's always the case, and it's something that's been growing inside of me. Ooh, gross. No, it's not gross at all. It's just my desire to try and give back more. Over the last 5 or so years, has really been increasing, and I do think Kurt's influence, you know, starting with the Flob charity stuff with Child's Play back in the day, and boy, that frog came back with a vengeance. Ugh. What was I saying? I don't remember. Okay, something about charity. Oh yeah, and my interest in doing charity stuff. I mean, unfortunately, I've never really been in a position to, you know, be a big giver, because I'm usually the kind of person more in need of help than able to give help, and that's such a frustrating place to be. It really is. But the ability to help with fundraising is such a great relief to that. Like, I feel like even though I can't give back monetarily very much to, you know, society, I feel like I have made and can make more than anything. I have the ability to make an impact in other ways, and that's nice. That's cool. Sorry, Flower, you gotta go. I don't know that that's in the right place. We'll just hope that it is. Oof, I nearly fell there. Very nearly fell. This is a very dangerous workplace. All right, we gotta put our crossbars in. Hopefully I have enough. 15, I may not, actually. Ooh, I lose my pattern here. Hold on. It's there. 11 left? I don't know. It'll be close. There. But that kind of... Oh, it did work out. Beautiful. That kind of feeling is something that it applies to a bunch of different aspects, for me. I really like also helping, content creators, people in my industry. I typically tend to, not always, but typically I tend to be most giving or helpful to those that are maybe just starting out, or have been doing this a long time, and I really appreciate their outlook and how they do things, but maybe they haven't quite ever gotten off the ground. Those are the people that I tend to put my small contributions towards, and more than anything, I try to help out with time, because I can't, financially support anybody, that's for sure. But I do feel like I have the ability to support either, through just like, how do I put this? Through thought, like support, like mental support or stuff like that. Just, hey, if you need to bounce ideas off of somebody, if you need to talk about anything, I try to be that kind of soundboard, like that kind of person to bounce ideas off of. I enjoy that. Anything that people are trying to do, like as a community, and maybe they need help with administrating it or moderating or whatever, I try to help out there. And the ability to have that kind of role is something that's been really a big positive for me. It's something that it helps me justify kind of my existence, basically. Maybe not as dramatic as that sounds. That's a little over the top, but you probably understand what I mean, and I'm sure we all have those things, This is a conversation that it kind of relates a little bit to some conversations I had with a member of our community, Fajitas Command. We got into talking about, who do you support on the internet? Which, Patreon campaigns do you support? And some people are very in the mindset of, I only help people that are starting out or don't have, very big successful ones, because I feel like my contribution matters. Giving $1 to I was trying to think of a better example, but I'm just going to use me, okay? Giving $1 to Cone Dodger probably means more than giving $1 to, I don't know, Funhouse, because their pool is so much bigger. I don't even know Funhouse has a Patreon, to be honest. I was just picking a very large group. But yeah, giving to a smaller campaign, you feel like you're getting more value there, And that's what I've always said, is that, I don't care how you choose to support your favorite creator, whether it's me or anyone else. Just do whatever you think gives you the best value. It's your money, and you earned that money. Make sure whatever you're doing with it, worry less about, if it's giving me the highest percentage or whatever, or giving whoever the highest percentage. You got to take into consideration what your value in it is as well. I have tangented so bad. Go back to it. But that doesn't mean that, helping out the bigger channels or the bigger fundraisers or whatever isn't important either, or even the bigger charities. It's still very important, and I personally do still support very large Patreon campaigns. I support very large charity campaigns that raise billions a year. But their cause is still very important to me, It's still something that's ultimately worthwhile to me. Even though I feel like a small drop in the bucket, I still feel like me supporting them is important to me, because I want to make sure that they can continue doing whatever it is that obviously I feel very strong about them continuing. But on the same token, there is a certain aspect of it where, to some degree, you help out companies, you help out people, you help out organizations or charities for some selfish reasons alongside the selfless reasons. Say the fact that I kind of chose the anxiety gaming campaigns for any fundraisers that I do. They're a very small charity. They're a small group. They have small overhead, and they have a mission that is very important to me. You know, it's something that's ultimately close to, you know, my feelings. It's something that hits me in the heart. Ouch, that sounds painful, but you know what I mean there. Versus direct relief. It's a very important charity, and they do great things, and I'm very supportive of their model. But they're much larger. My ability to fundraise for them, or my ability to donate to them, is significantly small in the grand scheme of things. However, I'm going to support both, but in different ways, in different weights, and I get different. Here's the selfish part of it. The selfless part of it is you helping, you giving. The selfish part of it is I get different things from the different charities that I would support there. When I support anxiety gaming, I feel like I personally am making a big impact because they have such a small community, and they really don't do a ton of fundraising, and honestly, they don't even raise, you know, huge amounts of money. And they also, you know, because of that, they don't have a huge reach either. They don't help, you know, millions of people. Uh-oh. I've worked too late. This is a workplace hazard. He's stuck, though. He is super stuck. I gotta go sleep. But, you know, the little that I can raise for them or donate to them, I know is making a pretty big impact. And that makes me feel really good inside. On the flip side, helping direct relief, I know that even though I've not helped in huge ways, I know they're using that money very effectively and for things that are truly important to me and matter to me. But at the end of the day, I do feel like, oh, well, I'm glad that I helped, but I know I didn't help very much. You know, that's what my mind is going to say in the back of my head. We'll continue this talk in the morning. This came out of nowhere. I had no prep for this. And we're awake. Alright, so far so good. We're a very safe workplace today. I gotta take care of that zombie though. I should have arrows on me. I should get arrows. I should see if I have arrows. I might not. I'm sure I have flint and I might have feathers, just in case. Arrows? 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 Okay, I don't have arrows. Oh well. I don't even remember where this all started or stemmed from, to be honest. But we're going down this road. And let's see. Oh, he's still into there. He's kind of talking about big contributions versus little. Hey, you jailed yourself. Are you aware of this? There, I helped you out. Have your XP? Thanks. Boy, that looks good. Even though it's not finished. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna need sand over here. Do I have any more points to that? Not really. I guess that was kind of it for the charity side of it. It's just, you know, it's a personal value standpoint, and I don't think there's any shame in that. I guess is a big talking point there. I definitely don't feel like if you say want to help out smaller channels rather than bigger channels purely for the nature of the fact that you feel like you're getting better value out of it, or the other way around, that works too. You know, if you feel like helping small channels isn't as good for you because you aren't getting results out of it as much, Like, if you were to help... Oh, shoot. If you were to help a very large Patreon fundraiser, there's probably also huge, very big rewards for it too. You know, the tiers are doing big things, and the goals are big. You know, there's big grand adventures or some big prize at the end of the campaign, versus one like mine or one that's smaller. I'm not even saying mine's a small fundraiser. Mine's significantly large for, our small community, but we don't have the big reach of some of them, and I can't do the crazy, rewards and big end prizes and things, and there's no big material goodies that I can hand out and stuff like that. So yeah, I see it both ways. What I'm really getting at there is don't undervalue your support. If your support towards whatever charity or content creators or your local PBS station, whatever, whatever it is, your value in that stuff is important. I don't think that's where I started this conversation, but that's where it's gone. And now I think I'm out of topics related to that, so I guess I just gotta move on. I don't know what I just saw, but it looked like a creeper in my face. Crazy. Crazy, I tells you. I'm trying to remember. What spurred all of this? How did I get here? How did I arrive at this topic? I don't really remember. Which is pretty silly. Pretty silly indeed. Alright, we are done with the sand. I can get rid of this. I really like that the items float up. That's super cool. Whoever made that change. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I can't wait to go back and edit this now. I can't wait to hear how I got here. I love that can happen. Like, I can get so wrapped up into my own conversations that I can completely forget how I actually got there. That's pretty funny. Nice, nice. Oh, I remember. I got there because of the direct relief donations that I'm going to make based on the incidents. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, man. Okay. I like also that I looked all around yesterday and had to make that workbench over there, and this one was sitting here the whole time. Good times. Whoops. Whoops. Oops. Nope. Accidental path making. I need spruce fences. So let's go ahead and make these into sticks, because I think we're pretty much done with the oak for this part anyway. Oh, I need to make spruce logs. And this should make a pretty healthy amount, right? 55. That's probably not near enough. So let's make some more. That's like a stack and a half. That's better. Now this part is going to be a bit more dangerous, I think. So it's every other, and it's on the every other of the opposite of the knobs. So I'm going to, oh, that's going to connect there. I'll have to look at that later. I'm going to do this way at first. But we may have to go up to the top in order to do these. So I may have to lean over the edge. Can I still get up here? Sure can. Yeah, I might have to do it this way. Very risky. Very risky. It's good. Alright, well I think I've talked out that topic that came out of nowhere. Am I doing this right? I hope I'm doing this right. I would hate to just have this be wrong, because this is going to be a lot of work to undo. Yeah, look. Oh, I didn't put a knob in there. We're missing a knob. We're missing a knob, everybody. There's a sentence I didn't think I would say today. Or any day, to be honest. Boop. Boop. Fixed. Shovel. Just to... I don't want to harp on this because I feel like I've way over-talked about it the past couple days. Unfortunately. I'm glad I accidentally lead into that other topic, so I had something to talk about. But, attic smell. I went through this morning and taped up all of the seams in the floor. Might be better. However, I can't tell for sure because it's still very rainy. It's been cloudy and rainy all day, and when it's cloudy and rainy, it's not as bad. So that's where that stands. But yeah, I definitely think I don't think I made it worse. I think the temperature is better. The amount of heat that was coming through the gaps in the ceiling part, where I hadn't trimmed in yet. No fall damage! Woohoo! That made me actually nervous in real life. Wow. But yeah, that did help. I hope that the floor ceiling helped some as well. But I think this is probably as good as it's gonna get. I'll continue to look for things, but I don't know why it suddenly seems to have gotten worse. Something changed. Not even to do with the ceiling job, the getting rid of the air gap stuff. Something has happened to cause the situation to get worse in the house. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to figure that out, maybe. But also, last night, I sent myself down a terrible road. Didn't I say a couple days ago that I'm going to try and not do stressful things before bed? I failed. I failed really bad last night because I just kind of got curious on where I stood as far as the housing thing. And I found this adorable little cottage. I say cottage, it's like a manufactured home, but it was 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It was perfect. It's on an acre. It was in a good part of town. It was quiet, and the price was right. Not to get into crazy specifics, but it was like $700 a month. And I thought that was great. I really liked it. And I was just kind of curious. I'm not in any position right now. I don't have money for a security deposit. I certainly don't think I really make enough to feel comfortable with that. But I was just curious. So I clicked on the application just to see. And I guess times have changed because the last time I was actually looking at renting, renting an apartment or a condo or a townhouse or just, whatever, even a house, the qualifications were a lot lower. I guess the old inflation rate has gone pretty crazy. Did I get rid of that? I did. I wonder why I did that. What a weird choice. I'll put it up here. It's safer. I think I might actually call that good for today. And then it connects like so, right? Sure does. Sure does. So that's how it will look. I'm very happy. But yeah, I thought I would be, able to apply, but not ready to because I, don't feel comfortable with my, total financial situation. I would be able to swing it. Like, I would be able to make ends meet somehow. Like, it would be very close. Probably without eating. But it would be doable. However, according to the application that I was reading through, I was like 50% short of even being able to be considered. I was amazed. Like, I couldn't believe how much they wanted. They were like, for this $700 rent, they wanted you to be exceeding $2,000 a month of income. That, like, blew my mind. I never even made that much. I'm trying to think. Very briefly did I ever make that much when I was working the retail job. How do people live? How do people have somewhere to live anymore? I don't understand. I wasn't even making near minimum wage. I was making pretty far above minimum wage and working nearly full time at the time. Now, granted, I'm thinking of like not gross income. I'm thinking of like after-tax income. So maybe I was making over $2,000 a month. But I've never made more than $20,000 in a year, so it's certainly not unrealistic to think that I never have. But yeah, I couldn't believe that the rent was so damn high. No, that the qualifications were so high. Quick sleep. I have let a lot of mobs spawn. This is gonna be risky. Things are burning up though. I just need to change my sign because we had an incident-free day. I don't think I even took any fall damage. Could you continue to burn, please? You as well. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, they're all dead. Who's down here? I feel like things could be hanging out right here. We good? We good? I think we're good. But yeah, apparently that was a big reality check. Apparently I got work to do. Apparently I got some higher standards to have because that was surprising and really not the thing to think about right before going to sleep. All right, episode over. I think we had an incident-free work day. So I'm gonna move that up to 1. I'll say thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I've made Brian wait this whole time. I have looked at this so many times. Brian, there you go. Bye-bye.